All right, guys, this is exciting and this is good news. I wish we got this kind of news before. And is the cherry one or document regarding disbursement pertaining to a bank has been completed, and I believe the signatory must have done their job. So, guys, pay close attention to this and let your mind be at peace. Make sure you listen to this video to the end and subscribe to the update and share this video so that people can also take advantage of it. Appreciate you guys for stopping by, and bye for now.
An updated commentary concerning the disbursement. We are not wired to give up. We are not wired to give in to any threat or give in to any delay. All we know is that we have started on this path and we are meant to complete it. No matter what happens, we are champions and we are meant to be winners. We got an intel at the wee hours of this morning, and it's important for us to bring it out to everyone. On that intel, precisely, I don't want the video to be too long, so I'm going to be profiling not less than 10 possible solutions that I think and I also feel that can be adopted to speed up disbursement. I'm going to drop it in another video or another voice note after this. This intel is what I want to comment or pass on to the populace based on what we had that was the delay. But I'm going to provide personally not less than 10 possible solutions that can be adopted to trash all of these excuses of the government incapacitations or government gimmicks to further delay and to humiliate the grassroots that were supposed to really be the beneficiaries of this grant. All right, so the intel going to what we have reads like this. Good evening, all leaders and subscribers of this honorable platform. As we are patiently waiting for a disbursement of Senator Theobarth and Supreme Grant, let us desist from listening to those that did not know what is really going on in grant community. The delay in general disbursement of this grant is not a fault of grant handlers or we the coordinators and partnering NGOs. Let's continue to pray for our government to shield their plan for further slashing. Grant handlers are doing their best to ensure that this grant is disbursed without further delay, but our government are the ones using delay tactics when they discover that many beneficiaries / household will be liberated financially. In other words, with what I understood from here is that everything is completed, but the government want to slash the amount that is allocated for beneficiaries further, especially when they discover that it could be a means of alleviating them from poverty, saying that that's what it means, that the government wants more poor people in the population. All right, going further, this is the right time to cry to our able God to touch their hearts in order to rescind their plan and free all the grant handlers to do the needful. I cannot lie to you. It's like this government of today only focus on projects execution than human empowerment. But the motive of this grant from donor is to liberate the poor masses. And Okay, let me pick it again. I think it's in the reported speech. I cannot lie to you. It's like this government of today only focus on projects execution than human empowerment, but the motive of this grant from donor to liberate poor masses cannot be overemphasized. Let's continue to wait and be patient. This grant will be paid in full. I believe that. All the saboteurs will be put to shame. All necessary process, including banking stages, have all been completed. The next thing is to disburse to you, which is currently hindered by present administration of this government. Let us keep hope alive. I believe that our God will not shame us. St. Rita Foundation and Theobarth will disburse. That is fact. This money is available. We confirmed, and we cannot give you shit. Supreme CEO has come out to inform us that all our super coordinators will receive their disbursement as soon as the ongoing project is completed. We don't have problem with Supreme because it is a project oriented, and few part of their fund will go to human empowerment, which is 300,000 naira to every subscribers of Supreme. All right, so that was what we got, and the key word here is that the government are trying to slash the fund down, and as soon as they know that this will benefit more people and it will alleviate them from poverty. But tell me, how much, even if they give 1 million, tell me how much 1 million is in today's economic backslash? How much is 1 million? Now, if Supreme is giving 300,000, how much is 300,000 to you now that is listening to me? In today's economy, how much is 300,000? It's all rubbish. Now, if they're trying to slash the 1.5 million or 1 million, considering the years that you have used to wait and what a government we have. If the government is the crux of the problem that is being faced here, if Theobarth has done the needful, UAAG have done the needful, but there is a delay, and the tactics is that we want to slash further, peradventure, so that many more persons will get than just one individual. I remember there was one influencer? No, there was one grant handler, not grant handler now. There was one coordinator or cluster head or so, either cluster head or coordinator, that dropped a voice note a couple of weeks ago, and he said, I guess in the innocency of his heart or whatever he meant, that since they have adopted the one bundle disbursement, that how will it be possible for him? Because he brought like 10 clusters, and he paid for all of these 10 clusters. And you know what? A cluster is 1,000 persons. So if you're having 10 clusters, which is like 10 bundles, beg your pardon, that is 10,000 people in there. But that since they have reduced it to one bundle or one cluster to one coordinator, that is to say that he would only be able to disburse to 1,000 persons. What about other 9,000 that he brought in? How did they want him to pay for this? You understand? He was lamenting. And then he said part of what they adopted was that they should also not think of disbursing the entire fund or the entire money to an individual, but they can also buy some food items like rice, like kuli kuli, like one module of gari, like tomato, and one pack of dry fish. I beg your pardon, that's what you use 7 years to wait for. You see that it's all a fluke. You could just imagine. Now, if the government are in the heat of this and they are not doing anything to help, government of today does not even care whether you are hungry, whether you die in poverty, whether you die hungry, whether you go to sleep. Of late, the very dark man was talking about the people that were housed in Abuja, over 10,000 people, that they took their land, the part of the indigenes within this Abuja metropolis, that have been there for over 37 years. They have been living on that land. They've been pushing them from the city gate down from the stadium area, year in, year out. During the time of El-Rufai, they wanted to grab the land, and they finally had to push them to the airport road. And recently, few days ago, they succeeded now to grab their lands. Look at them. Mothers pregnant, children crying, all in the scorching sun out there. Over 10,000 of them. We understood that Abuja has a master plan, but these are people, not animals. Why don't you? They have been living here with what I had even before Abuja came into be. Some of them, their children died there, their elderly ones died there, they buried them there, and you just walk them out there. No palliative, no plan and purpose, nothing for them. As if they were a bag of beans. They just spread around in the open sun, scorching sun there. No human feeling. Wike distributed all of them in the sun. VDM had to go and buy some, what they call it now, mosquito nets, going to 100,000. Say he couldn't sleep. Couldn't see himself sleeping on the bed. Why is he human like himself? Right in the open. No house anymore. No properties anymore. Everything just gone down the drain. No human feeling. He bought 100 pieces of mosquito net. Just let them sleep in the open, but he can't sleep. And Wike is sleeping. And the government is comfortable. We don't say, okay, they should trespass on the land meant for, but create a palliative for them. Get a house for them, so where they can possibly put their heads and all that. You say if Abuja is not comfortable, they should get back to their village. Now you get their village. Now you build village for them. So there are land masses over the north. Nobody's there. You can't go and grab the land and develop it. The ones that people want to settle on is what you see. So that's what we are saying. And if this is what the government is trying to do to put up these delays, it is inhumane. It is inhumane. People are out there in the open. They are hungry. They are weak. They are wearied. They are tired. No job for them. You can't go to the market and buy food. 5,000 is useless. 10,000 is useless. 100,000 is useless. And it continues. Is it we have to suffer first before it becomes better? For how long? For how long? The worst of it all is that Tinubu doesn't know you. Doesn't even know your grandfather. Doesn't care. Doesn't care. Say, was it not the minors that were called into question in some time ago? Housed in for months on detention because they cried again, because they aired another country's flag. Your own flag, what has it brought for you? It was meant to be peace, right? And dignity. But the flag, Nigerian flag, part of the things in the coat of arms speaks of agriculture. The land there speaks of agriculture. But where, even if you go to farm to agriculture yourself, it's either a Fulani kills you, and some of them are backing the Fulani up. If you take them to the police station or if you arrest them, you will see people that will go and bring them out, because those people that put them there to follow their farm and follow their cows are those men in power also. So you can't even arrest nobody. A Fulani man will challenge you to his face with his rod and tell you can do nothing about it, and take cow and pass through the major road and say you can do nothing about it. If you talk too much, they will slice your head. What a country. Who do us this? The undoing of Nigeria is the bad leaders in authority. The undoing of this country are the people that they elected by themselves. They are the people. I don't vote. It is my legal civic responsibility, but I discover that voting the same criminals or rogues into power, you are just, you yourself, you are the one robbing yourself the more, because your vote does not even count. You know they pay me too much because I didn't vote for anybody. I had a right to vote. I have my voter's card, but I can't see voting the people that are bad. He said, no, until you vote. If you don't vote now, how will you change them? The one you voted, are you not crying? You that voted, you are crying. Me that did not vote. He said only one vote can make the difference. What did your president tell you when he got there? He said, I know that you are not expecting to see me here because I know you didn't vote for me, but I'm here anyhow. And he told, he said, I don't read anything from social media anymore, because the last time I read, they abused nonsense out of me. I almost have a heart attack. And so since that time, I don't care. I don't read anything that anybody sent on social media. It is my children that reads it now. So let me be able to sleep in peace. I beg your pardon. Did you see that? So let the poor breathe. That's what they said. But are they really breathing? I don't want this voice note to be too long. It's already 17 minutes plus. You see, so I just pray the Lord should help us. I'm going to drop another voice note just after this, and it's going to be from my own perspective what I think should be possible solutions that could speed up the rate of disbursement of this grant. If actually the government meant well for the people, and if actually that the grant handlers also, if they are serious, and this voice note should go viral. But this one I'm talking about, the one also that I want to drop after this, if the government meant well for the masses and they have the interest of the masses at heart, the other video that is going to be dropped after this, ensure that it is shared and gotten to the people that really needs to take action and those that matters. It's going to also help in a great deal. I wish you a very lovely Wednesday ahead of you. Please don't do what will get you into trouble. No matter, there is no situation a man finds himself that he could now use because of hunger, because of this and that, and go and engage in vices. You might not survive the vice. So don't, just keep it fair. The Lord will lift you out of penury. The Lord will lift you out of lack. The Lord will give you that which will be comfortable for you, meat that is due for you in season. And I wish you a very lovely Wednesday ahead of you. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of our important updates in time. God bless you. Have a nice day.